Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be discussing about Bitcoin, what's happening with the crypto markets, with the stock market, and so much more. But more importantly, stay tuned with me because I'm gonna talk about what could be happening in the next 1 to 2 weeks with Bitcoin. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more notification and updates about this crazy cryptocurrency market. Guys, there is so much negativity right now with crypto. Everybody's saying that we're gonna go down to $20,000, $30,000, and unfortunately, that's what I don't believe is going to be happening. Why? Because look at the structure, guys. From here with Bitcoin, we are still in a beautiful pattern that we are, very close to previous all-time high, and it looks like we are in a period right now of consolidation before our next move to the upside. Today I'm going to just tell you what I think it could be happening, what it has to happen for us to continue, but otherwise I'm going to give you the bullish scenario and also the bearish scenario. Now let's go on the weekly chart so I can show you straight away what can be happening right now, guys. Bitcoin at the moment is sitting on this chart over here, and what I'm very interested is going to be that what we have to see right now with BTC is going to be the weekly closures. You can see that right now we have one blue line over here, a red line over here, orange, light blue, and blue over here, right? So in general, whenever a weekly candle, like in this case over here, closes below this red line over here, in general is not a good sign. Why? Because it pretty much indicates bearishness, and what we could be seeing could be further continuation to the downside. So I think what is very, very important right now for Bitcoin is that BTC is going to be able to sustain and to hold this line over here. And to be bullish, to see more bullish continuation, what I really want to see is going to be that on Monday at the weekly closure, I want to see Bitcoin closing exactly on this line over here. So if you're going to be able to close above this line over here, that's going to really signify that this could be a potential hammer, like in this case over here, like a weekly bullish hammer candle, and then from there we're going to see a continuation to the upside. But of course we need to keep this above this red line over here. Let's say, for example, in case this one that doesn't happen, we're going to see this bar over here closing below this red line. Then my hypothetical scenario is going to be that Bitcoin could be find support at this next line over here at roughly $52,000. So looking at the chart right now, from a macroeconomic point of view, still incredibly bullish. We still haven't done with the cycle. There's going to be so many good news coming with Donald Trump promoting crypto and with so much more. So what I will say that the bottom, the local bottom is in right now, or if it's not in, we might see one further continuation to the downside around $54,000, $52,000, and then we're going to see an even more powerful reversal to a target which I mentioned so many times, which is going to be roughly 85 to 90K short term. Then we could be seeing a big pump from here, so consolidation from here, a big pump from here, or maybe from here, and then maybe short-term top around this area, another drop from here, and then one final parabolic blow off top, and then it's going to be the pretty much the end of the bull market. Now let's have a look at daily chart, what we can see on the daily, so you can have a better idea as well of what's going on and how we can trade if you're a short-term trader and you want to see a little bit more. So you can see that right now what I'm having a look at the moment is pretty much Bitcoin holding this support line over here. You can see that we have a touch over here, another touch over here, and now what we want to see in order to continue our bullish trend would be a rebound from this area, potentially tomorrow or maybe mid-week. And if that happens, we should be seeing finally a breakout from this area over here, bit of consolidation here as well, and then boom, final takeoff. That's what I can see right now from BTC, because if we are unable to break this area over here, and then we're going to see a rejection in this area. I want to just zoom in for you. We're going to see a rejection from this area. Then what we could be seeing could be something like this, and then down again. I really would like you to pay attention on this. I'm going to go now on the 4-hour chart just to make you understand where we are and how to trade this. Guys, Bitcoin, there's nothing new with BTC. Lots of people are telling me I'm bullish, I'm bearish, I'm neutral. I don't know what you are, but I'm going to be very frank with you today. And don't get me wrong, I am a big bull on BTC. I'm very, very bullish. But unless, and I'm going to really emphasize this like a lot, unless we're unable to break this line over here, at roughly $62,400 as for now, we are not going to go anywhere, because we're going to get a rejection, we're going to be pushed down again, try to climb up again, rejection, down again. So unless we're going to be able to break this very long channel that has initiated in June 6th of June 2024, the trend is down. Simple as that. So we need to see what it's going to do, but unfortunately, until we're not going to be able to break this line over here, we are in no man's land, and we could keep going down. So remember this, because it's very important. I'm not here to give you any sort of a hope to say about BlackRock, the ETFs, and all of that. I'm just giving you the hard truth. So what you want to see right now from here is a big break of this area here. Once you can see that with a yellow, beautiful, in my case, yellow candle, but it should be a green candle over here, then I could see further continuation to $66,000, $67,000. That could definitely be possible. I mentioned in a video before, probably up to here at $67,000. But otherwise, if that doesn't happen, I'm sorry, but the situation is not going to change. We can even see a little bit more in depth on the 1-hour chart. At the moment, the way you can calculate, this, connect these 2 points over here, and again, if Bitcoin goes around this area and is unable to break $61,500, then the same thing can happen. It can go up to here, go down, maybe form a double bottom, and then continue to the upside. But looking at the charts from here, I still believe that we could be going a little bit lower, and then we should pump to the upside. But the daily chart, guys, again, we are still into this beautiful macro support. So unless this one is broken, there is no reason to be bearish. Like no reason at all. And if this one breaks, of course, we will have to understand our next move, of course. But again, macro-wise, things look very, very good. Now, let's have a look at other things like the stock market, the dollar currency index, and also the fixed income, just for you to have a better understanding of what could be happening with BTC macro-wise in terms of what is going to go with the price. Number one, guys, is going to be the DXY. DXY is the dollar currency index, measure the strength of the US dollar compared to the euro, pound, the yen, and so many other coins. And as you can see, the DXY has been trending to the upside. We were saying that we saw a breakout from this area over here. It was at roughly here. We saw this diagonal breakout, which is now above this line over here. It's fluctuating a little bit, but the breakout is over here. And if this DXY is going to continue to go to the upside, what we could be seeing could be a further sell-off in crypto. Why? Because DXY is inversely correlated to crypto stocks and risk assets. So looking at the charts from here, what we can do, we can draw a Fibonacci retracement. We can go usually at the golden area. Always look for is in between the 61.8 roughly and 78.6. So around this area over here. And then what you do, you cancel this one over here. You cancel also our exponential moving average, and you see what's going on over here. And the chart is quite simple. You can see we are going, forming a series over here of higher high and higher low. And if I had to guess, looking at this channel over here, because guys, this is a channel, like it's quite evident that is a channel. What we could be seeing could be a potential continuation around this area over here. So the first stop around this area was here at 107, 108. So I wouldn't be surprised if the DXY is going to do this. Maybe this, and then push up to here. So that could definitely be on the cards. But then again, in my opinion, the DXY is into a corrective move, which means that in the next few months, what could be happening? So it's going to be forming sort of a ABCD pattern monthly. You can see that the DXY is forming what we call an ABC pattern, where pretty much is a corrective movement. And you can see A started from here, then we go B from here, and then C from roughly here. So looking at the charts from here, what I could be expecting could be that we're going to go and continue to the downside, but not of course tomorrow, but it might take a few months to actually listen to. It might take a few months for this one to actually occur. But looking at the chart from here, that's what you can see. DXY pumping to 1718, correction down to roughly 94, 95, and I think it's going to be in line when the Fed is going to hint of an interest rate cut. So looking at the chart from here, if this happens, that's going to be incredibly bullish for Bitcoin and also for crypto. The next one I want to show you as well, which is very important, is the 2 years treasury yield. So 2 years treasury yield is usually the fixed income where people put money buying government bonds, the government gives them money, and what happens, they get this fixed income of 4.7% per year for 2 years until the expiry date. And you can see that looking at the chart of the 2 years treasury yield, guys, it's very evident that the 2 years is forming what we call a head and shoulder, but also there is a huge divergence in place. So looking at this chart over here, the most likely scenario is going to be a break of this head and shoulder. So shoulder, head, and shoulder. And when this is going to happen, then what we can do, we can calculate from here to here, bring it over here, and it brings a target over here at 2.6 to 2.7. We can even see the Fibonacci corresponds to what we are saying right now. Look at this, 50% Fibonacci, 2.694. So that could definitely be on the cards. And sorry, I'm not saying that we're going to see a drop, down all to this area over here. It's going to be maybe like, something like this. But if this happens, it's going to force investors from buying fixed income because they're not going to get so much return. And instead, they're going to put money into other risk assets with a better risk to reward ratio like Bitcoin or crypto. So that's what I can expect from looking at the 2 year treasury yield, which is in general is a leading indicator. It can really show us that we could be seeing a big pump coming to the upside. And the last one I want to show you today, guys, is the S&P 500. S&P 500, very important. Yesterday, I think we put a local top simply for the reason that we saw this big spike to 5,524 and then a huge bearish engulfing candle. So looking at the chart from here, I'm expecting next week for the S&P 500 to be potentially bearish and then to see a correction down to this area over here. We can even call it consolidation, maybe down to 5,400, and then put, the S&P would put like a blow off top later on. But right now, I would say that looking at the chart from here, I could be expecting next week to be ranging around this area here at $5,400. Guys, I really hope this was helpful. If you have a question, you let me know in the comments. But otherwise, take care, enjoy your weekend, and I'm going to see you tomorrow for another video.